What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen, how to cook. And today we're making this 30-minute quick dinner recipe in the kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. Make sure you subscribe if you have not and turn on your post notifications so you won't miss any of these upload. And for all I'm returning goodie, on a don't know say, on a girl loving it to the max and ready to cook. Come on, let's cook.
Look what prayer can do. Hypocrite and bad mind must flow. The same mouth will cheer for you, and the same one them would turn round and boo. Yeah, prayer me I use and win. Prayer me I use and win.
Okay, goodies, let's cook up this 30-minute quick recipe, fast, easy, and simple. Now we have our pork here, and it has been washed nice and clean with salt, lemon juice, and vinegar. All right, you want to be sure that you clean it up real good. I'm using the shoulder part of the pork, so it's mostly meat. Now, before you put your seasonings on of choice, you are going to take off some of that water off of the meat. This way, you will assure that the seasonings that you put on your meat will actually sink itself into the meat, so that will have a lot of flavor, extra additional amount of flavor. Okay, now before we season the meat though, this is what I want you to do. You're going to go in and get a fork or a knife if that's what you want to do, and put pork, let's see, stick up the meat. All right, stick it up. Just put holes into it. If that's the normal term to say it, let's put holes into the meat. Just kind of juke it up all over. Now, when you do it on that side though, you want to make sure that you turn it on the other side and do the same step. All right, just repeat the same step. Number one, you do number two, just to be sure that the thing have enough flavor, right? Because we're in fact making this fast, easy, and simple. And not because we're making it fast, easy, and simple. We want it to be tasteless. We want it to be filled with flavor. So be sure that you put little holes in the meat, okay? Now, after you've done doing that, we are going to add our seasonings of choice on. Now, to get started, I'm adding some salt and pepper. Next up, we're adding some onion and garlic powder. And y'all, there's no measurement here. You know, I just sprinkle as I go along. You know, I'm not measure anything. So I don't think you will definitely see any amounts down in the description part of this video. Just like it's fast, easy, and simple, it's gonna be fast, easy, and simple in the description part too of the video. Now, this is my pork seasoning. Okay, if you don't want to use this pork seasoning, or if you don't have it at hand, it's okay. Just go in and add some all-purpose seasoning. Any all-purpose seasoning of your choice, you can use that. Now, where did I find this pork seasoning? I did find it in the farmer's market. That is the all-purpose seasoning of choice. I am going to add it here, but it's totally optional. This is the Ocherius brand, only because I love Ocherius brand, but you could add Maggi or whatever. Now, to give it a little bit of buzz, I'm going to add some chili powder to it. And up next, I'm going to add the paprika. The paprika is going to give it a nice little color. And not only color, it is going to settle all the seasonings that I put on there, okay? It's going to help to press in the seasonings that I had on my meat. Now, just go in and just kind of gently tap the seasonings down or rub it down into the meat, whatever suits you fine. Yeah, but me I go in and give it a nice gentle little massage, and then I'll turn it on the other side and season that side as well. This way your meat is not unbalanced. You want a flavor. Yes, bo, flavor. So we go back and we repeat all the seasons that we put on that side to ensure that our meat is delish. Now, for those of you that do not like pork, you could use beef. Any beef or steak or whatever that you choose to use, you could do the same thing that you're doing here with this pork recipe. I have to say, my husband doesn't care for pork. Neither do I at this present moment. Neither does baby girl. But however, we have guests here and our guests care feet, okay? So we are going to make our guests happy today. Now, if you're still watching me here, Goodie thus far, please go ahead and subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the post notification so that way you don't miss any of them good upload because while them always good. I know so always I watch a video, them put the button on and thumbs up the videos and be sure that you thumbs it up because YouTube not care about no subscriber counts no more. They care about algorithm, honey, and the algorithm is only shaken when you guys thumbs up the videos. So go ahead and shake up the algorithm, Goodie, right here, so that the channel will grow and the girl will grow, and we're trying to grow here, okay? So go ahead and show some love and thumbs up the videos, the recipes, whatever you want to call it, videos, recipe, thumbs it up, okay? Now, as far as marinating, I'm just going to go ahead and marinate for 30 minutes. That's it, 30 minutes, honey, because remember we poked holes in that meat, so we don't have to give it no excess amount of time to marinate. But if you don't want to do that, you can give it an hour and you're good to go. But here, so 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes or no minutes, whatever. All right, now moving along, we have a pan here, and we're going to add some oil to it, then add a little bit of butter. And then you place your meat in. Be sure that you turn your fire down on medium heat, honey, because, honey, my one was a little bit too high at one point when I realized it. So I had to turn it down real quick. So I'm going to bun up the food. So in about, I'll say maybe 5 minutes or so, you want to go in and you want to turn it on the opposite side, okay? Just know that the longer you cook your meat is the tougher it gets, especially if you're cooking it pan-seared like I am doing, okay? Just remember, the longer that you cook your meat, certain meats, I'm not talking about oxtail and them something there, stuff like this, the longer you cook it, like pork and steak, the tougher it gets, okay? Now, turn it on the other side, all right? And allow it to do what it has to do for another 5 minutes on that side, okay? You'll see it has a nice little color, nice golden brown color. That is perfect. And we're going to give it more flavor here, right? And again, good to make sure to subscribe to the channel, okay? If you're not subscribed yet. Now, I love vinegar. It's totally optional. I did add a little bit of vinegar on each pieces of the meat, and I did go in and balance it out with some lemon juice. Now, garlic is a must for this recipe. If you're a garlic lover, hey, welcome. Okay, go ahead and pour your garlic on. I am using chopped garlic in water, okay? If you're using the one in the vinegar, do not add the vinegar from the bottle because, honey, it's going to be overly tasted, okay? So just go ahead and add your garlic on here. And if you're using chopped, add that. I did add some dried pepper flakes. Give it an extra buzz. Even though I did add the chili powder, which already have a buzz, I did add some dried pepper flakes to it. Now, do not forget to add your butter. Okay, add your butter on each and every single piece of this meat. Then, honey, I gave it some rosemary. Rosemary gives it a really sweet kind of a flavor, and the smell of the rosemary on the meat is everything. Add just a little bit of water, y'all. Not too much. Just a little bit. Just enough. Like I did here. I'd say maybe about 1/4 cup of water. Turn it down at a medium heat and cover. Okay. Now, while that is going on, I decided to show you guys what I, in fact, used to make this 30 minutes thing fast, right? I have some baby potatoes here. They're perfect for mukbangs and all of them. Something. They're bite-sized. These are organic. And I did give it some nicely thin slices here. Okay, very, very thin slices, as you can see I'm doing, okay? Now, in addition to that, I did go in and make sure that they are dried. So you want to get your paper towel and get some of the excess water off of it. Now, I did go in with a very large onion, all right? And to the potato, I did add salt and black pepper. And that is all that I did to that so far. That's all that you need to do, and use a very large onion. If you love onions, use even more onions, okay? Give it a nice little rub. Make sure that you get all the salt and pepper all over the potatoes, and you're good to go. Now moving along, we have a pan here with some oil. Any regular oil that you have at home is fine, okay? Then you go in and you add your potatoes into the oil, and we are going to allow these things to fry up brown and golden and crisp to the touch, as crisp as you could get it, okay? Make sure that they're fried. Give it a nice little watch. Do not leave it on the watch. Love my hip up Atlanta and bun it up, okay? We want to make sure that these things are nice and golden brown like this. They're perfect, and you know something, you can eat it up just like this. Oh, perfect. Okay, now we are going to definitely go ahead and sit these aside, and we're going to finish up the recipe, which is very simple, very simple to do. I'll show you why I did chop up those onions. Okay, well, I didn't chop them up, I sliced them. Now in the pan, I did remove most of that oil. I used the same pan that I used to make the potatoes. Now you want to add the onions to it and add about a tablespoon of chopped garlic. Yes, I love garlic. Okay, garlic is good food, you know. Eat it up, especially if you have blood pressure problem. Okay, so we go ahead and we add the garlic and we add the onions to the oil, and you want to start kind of giving them a little flip here and a little flip there. And we're going to make this thing flavorful, okay? Flavorful. So we had a little bit of salt and pepper here. Just a little bit of pepper, okay? Not a lot. Then I added some dried parsley flakes. If you don't want to go dried parsley flakes, use regular fresh parsley, whatever. And then I added some soy sauce to it. A little bit of teriyaki sauce. Yum, yum, okay? And then to that, to give it more flavor, I did add a little bit of vinegar, because why? I love vinegar. And then I added some sweet chili sauce. And some honey. Okay? Some honey. And y'all, again, I did not measure. I just went ahead and just throw them things in, and then I tasted as I went along to see if I had the flavor that I need to. But it was perfect, y'all. It was perfect, okay? Just add a little bit of whatever and make it your own. Yeah? Now my fire is at a very low heat here, low to medium heat. Give it a nice little spin here. I say maybe about 2 minutes, and then I just threw in those nicely wonderful looking sliced potatoes into the mix. And you want to just go ahead and make sure that all of the potatoes are covered in that beautiful sauce, and the onions are all coated all over the potatoes. I'll say stir it for another like a minute, and we are all done with your fire at a very low heat here, okay? We are all done. This something is so good. Now you have to give this recipe a try, okay? Now just know that you could have this potato recipe with just about anything. It doesn't have to be with the pork or whatever. Just give it a try, and try it up with some fried chicken or baked chicken or whatever, okay? But overall, that's what it looks like. It is amazing, and the thing is full with nothing but flavor. Now, as a side dish, I had some frozen vegetables in my fridge. I took them out. I had a little bit of salt to it for flavor, of course. And then I added a little bit of black pepper, and I did add some garlic, because yeah, I love garlic. And then I added some dried onions to it, okay? That's what I did. And then, yeah, the black pepper, yeah, the salt and pepper. Now I did add some butter to it, because butter makes everything better. And I did add some parsley, dried parsley. Gave it a little mix, put it in the microwave, let it melt for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most, depending on how hot your microwave gets. But mine was about 2 minutes. It was done. The butter melted. It was flavorful. And on the plate, that is what we have, boo. The thing came together nicely. Oh my goodness. It smells amazing, y'all. Let me tell you something, something nice. Oh, it smells amazing. You have to give this recipe a try. And like I said before, if you do not like pork, use steak, use beef, use whatever. But you are going to love this recipe to the core, to the core. Now, of course, you know I was going to slice it. I'm making it look like on the inside, right? Now, when you slice it, it is so juicy, and the inside is cooked thoroughly through and through. It's filled with nothing but flavor. You have to give this a try, y'all. All right. Make sure say you spread this good love with all your friends and family. Tell them we're going over here, man. Bring them, come and send them, come. I'm waiting. And when they get done doing all of that, tell me what I want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen. Enjoy.